is not really enjoying life right here at its 55. Okay, it's not just. Ouch. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're here with week number 1 of the UBL, where I have a feeling we're about to get smacked, but you know, that's just me. Maybe we will win, maybe we won't, you never know. We have 6 Pokemon leads, but you can see his team here in the middle of the screen, and it's a little scary, you know, how Lucha can kind of mollywop just about any team if it sets up and it's fast, and Jirachi is like the most annoying thing that ever existed. And Rillaboom is dumb. So, you know, that's what we have to deal with. And to deal with that, we start out with the Ninetales with the Expert Belt. And Switch, don't do that. Blizzard and Moonblast hits hard. Or the Veils. I was about to say the whole name. I can't. The Veils just to you know, maybe help out. I don't see myself clicking it this week, really. But it's there in case situation arises. And Foul Play just to smack the Jirachi. Because even if it's not super offensive, with Expert Belt and Foul Play, we still do around 50%, so that's quite nice. Next up, we have a Psychic Valley, and we need to be Psychic because of Lucha, and we're just max defense, and it's just... I mean, I think it's self-explanatory. We're just here to annoy and to swap around and to roar and to defog things if necessary. We also have our Corona with heavy-duty boots, and we start out with pretty defensive set. Like, it's fast and defensive, has a little bit of special attack investment, but obviously I am going to miss every single Fire Blast. I already know it. You already know it. We should probably have like a Fire Blast counter of misses, you know, that seems very reasonable, but it's here mostly for the Rillaboom. And the good thing is, it kind of, you know, also invites Arcanine in, and maybe we can get a Toxic on that thing. That would be very nice for also something like Ninetales and what's it called? The rest of the things we have on their team. Next up, we also have Vaporeon, because we need Vaporeon, because otherwise Rhydon is super annoying. And Arcanine, you know, we also don't hit that hard, so, you know, we need ourselves a little bit of a Vaporeon. It's also pretty physically offensive. Not offensive, wow. Defensive. I had a little bit of Moosler syndrome, and, you know, at the end of it, just to run Heal Bell over something like Flip Turn. I would have liked Flip Turn, but at the same time, if we get Toxic by that Umbreon, that would be super annoying. Or the same with Arcanine, because Arcanine is probably going to be a bulky annoying thing, so at least, like, we can kind of, you know, get rid of that and heal up. And we have a Rest Sleep Talk, Komodo. And hear me out, there's a reason for this. And that reason is that I do not have a good switching end to Umbreon, really. And this thing is kind of the best thing that I also have to break it, because obviously Corona didn't really fit Bug Buzz. And, you know, couldn't really get rid of any statuses that may arise from having an Umbreon, which we all know is a lot of Toxics. So Rest Sleep Talk, give close combat with the Black Belt just to hit very hard. And Flash Cannon with a Naive Nature, because then we can two-shot the Weezing, because the Weezing is most likely going to be physically defensive if he brings it. So we can two-shot it with Flash Cannon, which is, you know, also quite nice, and we can just stay alive. And Soundproof, just in case he has the X-Pelt, then we can be immune at least to Boom Burst, so that's kind of nice, you know. And lastly, we have our Alolan Sandslash here, who... This is so silly. Pokemon Showdown says it gets Ice Shot. I can tell you it does not, and that was super annoying, that's why it has knockoff. But it's here as a late game, you know, cleaner. It does like around at least 50% of most of the team, so it can do a lot of work like late in the game, so that's a team, and I think we should just jump straight into the battle. Alright, the trouble is about to begin. I'll admit, I have 0 plans. I have one finger up, I have 0 plans, even though, you know, I'm showing something else. He's bringing the CLAWITZER, that's interesting, you know. And the rest, kind of sort of very expected. I already forgot what his team was, so, you know. But it makes me a little glad that I at least have, you know, my Harold. You have the bloody Hawlucha, which I'm not surprised about. And Weezing and Jirachi. I feel like Volcarona is sort of kind of a decent lead. I don't know if I'm wrong about that, but I don't really want to lead anything else, because it's actually my only thing that really has Switch Initiative, barring Silvally. And Silvally, I kind of really want to... I really sort of kind of want to save to the point where, you know, I'm going to need it, so I think that's what we do. Obviously, it's bad if he brings CLAWITZER, but I can always, you know, U-turn into Vaporeon, so that's great. Also, he wrote that he'll get the stats. That's nice, but I will too. So thumbs up. Okay. But I think that's the plan. I mean, it's actually, it's good against everything but the CLAWITZER. Because we can Toxic, the Arcanine is coming in, because we all know the Arcanine is coming in. No one is staying in here. I'm kind of sort of expecting a Jirachi, which I don't know if gets a rock move, but if it does, I might be a little sad that this is what I did. But I guess we'll see, you know? It's just, we'll see. What could possibly go wrong? Also, I actually don't think that I played Ultra since last gen, where I swept him with the C move Incineroar. But this time around, we don't have a C move Incineroar, so, you know, we instead see the CLAWITZER. That's great. You know, the only thing that I said would be bad for Corona. Yeah, that's the one that's leading. We just U-turn. I don't even need to think about this. I just need to U-turn. There's nothing else I can do. And he just stays in. That's understandable. We have to go into Vaporeon, which is a little annoying. But I guess since you didn't really bring the Umbreon, Vaporeon is a little more free in its role. Kind of, a little bit. You flipped on. I forgot that this thing gets flipped on, but you can't because I have Water Absorb, so you know, that's too bad for you. Right now, you know, being able to Toxic would have been great, but I can't. So I think we just go for the Scald. And something Esther is getting a burn, so that's also pretty nice, and it had Flip Turn. So that's also pretty nice, you know. It's pretty nice for it that it gets Flip Turn, honestly. Speedwagon, that sounds like a Weezing. Okay. He could, like, try and Toxic Spikes me, which I would not really appreciate. Not gonna lie. Also, who's my Weezing switch in? I guess this thing actually sort of kind of is. I guess Vaporeon is my Weezing switch in, which is a little sad. Yeah. But I mean, is that bad? He already took a lot of damage. Obviously, he can set up Toxic Spikes, and that's not great. Okay, he swaps out again. Into what? Into Rillaboom. Okay. We got like 30% off of that Weezing, so that I'm not sad about that. And he is risking a burn right here, so you know that's also good damage. This is not bulky, but that's annoying. It's not bulky, but that's annoying. Okay, so we go directly into Volcarona. That's what we have this thing for. And that I feel like that. Also, I didn't set up any calcs, so I guess we're doing it without calcs because I forgot. Because I'm out of shape. I haven't played since the World Trophy finals, which was a little while ago. So you know, we can't just get into the groove again. But I guess that's fine. And we lose our boots, and that's a little annoying. That's for sure offensive. That does seem very offensive. And I am going to turn on the camera again. And then I am going to click Toxic. I am going to click Toxic. That thing is like a 90%-ish. Which is fine, you know. Which is fine. We could have also roosted, that might have been smarter, but since we are faster than this thing, you know, it's kind of nice, and it can't really do anything to us, because luckily Rillaboom does not get, you know, rock moves, so that's nice. And that's the CLAWITZER that we saw first. Okay, so we get Toxic over this thing. I do like myself a cute little bit of Toxic on this bloody little thing. Which, like, obviously, I can't predict it. It's fine if it does, you know? It's what it is, you know? It is what it is. The only thing that I find a little bit annoying at this point is that getting, what's it called, what's this thing in again? Understandable. He's probably choice in some way, so that's something. But we just click this. He's not going to click a water move again, I assume. He's probably going to click something else, one of his coverage moves. But I kind of want to see what it is. Okay, he Ice Beams. That's nice. That does nothing. That does nothing. And we can just spam Scald, honestly. Because at some point, if he keeps on switching in the Rillaboom, we are going to get a burn. And, you know, a burned Rillaboom is a nice Rillaboom in my opinion. That makes it a lot easier to deal with. And this little thing here, It's also taking a little bit of chip, you know? It's not really enjoying life right here at its 55. Okay, it's not just. Ouch. We do live. Somehow. Somehow we do live, so, you know, that's something. The rain pulse did not cross my mind, but that's a nice tech. That was a big, that was a big brain fart on my part. But I'm just going to protect, you know, because it's the only thing I can really do. I have no reason not to. Like, even if it goes into real boom, it's still what it is, you know. And he didn't, so that's nice. Okay, got 2 rain pulls. Good to know. And now your dark pulls. Okay, that's fine, you know. I could, in the worst case, go into Komodo. Because he's definitely not going to Ice Beam now, and I resist everything else, and he's not going to Water Move me. So we could do that. I think that's probably my safest switch-in. Yeah, it actually sort of kind of is. Which is a little sad, but you know, it is what it is. Because he has to go Dark Pulse. He has to go Dark Pulse or Terrain Pulse. He can't go anything else, because then it won't take out Vaporeon. He's a Rain Pulse, okay. It's going to do a lot. That did a lot. Oh, that does so much damage. But I also think he dies. Yeah, he goes down to Toxic. So that's a KO indirect by Volcarona? Volcarona gets the first kill and is indirect by Toxic. That's a great start of the season. I'm just saying that does not show anything. He's going to go to Alducia. Or Jirachi. One of those two. Or Weezing. He could go into Weezing. Weezing would be annoying. Weezing would be quite annoying. Speedwagon. That's not a Weezing. That is a Weezing. My bad. I mean, we could go right in there, but I'm not really feeling comfortable doing it. I'm going to do something that might be a little dumb, but I'm expecting him to not Strange Steam me. So I'm just going to Flash Cannon. And that might have been the dumbest thing I could have ever done. Because he has a Babiri Berry. So he might Strange Steam me. Yep. Okay, well that was dumb. I was like, oh no, he's going to set up Toxic Spikes or something. Yeah, right. Okay, oops. Como. But, what does it do for me? He's probably low enough the Vaporeon that Nightis should be able to take him out. We could also go into this bugger and just Fire Blast. That could be relatively solid. We could also just go into this thing. I'm just a little scared that he'll lose speed because I don't have a lot of speed on it. So I think it's safer to go into this thing. I think it's safer. And I kind of want to see if he swaps or not, so I'm just going to U-turn. Directly. He didn't, okay. So I think we're going to Vaporeon. Honestly. I'm going to Vaporeon. Kind of see what he does, you know. That was not smart. I gave myself that with the Komodo, that was not smart. Yeah, now he sets up Toxic. Who would have thought he would set up Toxic Spikes? Not me. Who sets up Toxic Spikes? I don't know. Not me. Okay, so we just Scold. I could have also wished that would probably have been smarter. But somehow I also kind of just want this thing gone from my life, and Scold did do a lot, so... you know, you never know. Could we get a burn? We got a burn. I think that actually does take it out. And you Strange Steam, okay. And we do live it, so that's nice. And I think Weezing is dead. Okay, oh, indirect by Scold. Burn. The bad thing is obviously he got up toxic spikes, which is a little annoying. That's actually quite annoying. That is quite annoying. I think goes Rillaboom. I think goes Rillaboom. I'm curious if it's choiced. That's not a Rillaboom. That's a Jirachi. I kind of sort of want to see if I can somehow... get a little bit of health back. You know? Psychic. Okay, this is special. That's a little annoying. We could... I feel like we have to go Sense. The problem is actually I lost my heal bella, so that's a little annoying. We could also just go into this thing and hope it's not choiced. Is that smart? Nah, maybe. Like, because the thing is, if we could get Jirachi down to 50% and Arcanine also, you know, chip down, then Ninetales looks pretty damn good. Which would be pretty great. Half an just knock off. If I know it's okay. I'm definitely not choiced. Don't make me fully paralyzed. Okay, so we got out of a knock off. That did a lot. Obviously, my voice. Holy damn. Okay. And we should take it out still. I'm pretty sure. And I don't really want to let anything come in for free. And there's rocks. Okay. And it's KO'd by Sensors. I need to think. Also, I need to kind of pull up the internet actually anyway, because I do want to see if we can outspeed an Arcanine with Sand Inhale. Arcanine. Sand Slash. Alola, but I don't have a lot of... No, that was untrue. Sand Slash. Because I only have like 68 speed. Also, what did he did swap into this thing. I have time. And I also don't have a switch in. So, you know, that's great. Inhale, but I am paralyzed. So, no, we will be very slow. Very slow, very slow. We will be slower than him, even Inhale. So that's a little sad. Also means we'll be slower than anything else. And I don't really have a good fire switching. Actually, I think I screwed myself over a lot by losing Vaporeon there. Not gonna lie. He just flipped it. Makes sense. Not a good chunk. Okay. I feel like we have to go survive defect. We have to kind of win with Ninetales, I think. How much does Ninetales do with Veils? Not with Veils, with what's it called? Item, it has Expert Belt. Expert Belt! With, what's it called? What's it called? Foul Play. I'm definitely not stressing and it's definitely not doing enough. I think we're losing. I think me, you know, losing our cute little Vaporeon against this thing was very bad. That was very bad. We defog. I think we take a hit, so, you know, there's that. If nothing else, so we do get him chipped down a lot, but I still don't think that's, like, the greatest situation ever. Not the greatest situation ever. Because roaring doesn't help, because they take too much damage. He just stays and he just flipless again, okay. But again, we live. Yes, we live nicely, actually. To the point that I will actually multi-attack. Spikes and stones are gone. I mean, we die after this turn. We do die after this turn, mind you, we do, but... Honestly, I think he needs to save the Arcanine. He does. I should have U-turned. I knew he would have to save it. What's that? That's really boom. Okay. Okay. But. This is first of all going to do a little bit of damage. We're not invested, but that's a nice chunk, you know? He's going to go for knockoff. I'm going to go into Volcarona, because we did remove the rocks and all that, which was, you know, quite useful. And he can't really beat me with this thing. So we're going to Volcarona. I'm going to Volcarona. So that not getting two shot, I think, is quite nice. It brings hope back just a little bit, maybe. I had U-turns. Damn it. That's all Lucha. We do get Flame Body. I don't know how much it actually ends up helping, but we did get it. I think the problem is I just played too quickly this game, honestly. That's a Lucha. Might want to SD. Can't really change the fact that if it wants to, you know, it can. it can do it if it wants to, you know. I can't be the master of that. If I could, I would. If I could, I would. You taunt. That's good because I fire blasted. I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss this. We didn't miss it. I got a good chunk, you know. I mean, obviously we're not going to live anything else. We're not going to live a flying move, and, you know, I don't have a flying persist, so there's that. Miss your acrobatics? No, yeah. Get flame bodied, maybe? Okay, it's still not good, mind you. This is definitely still not in any way, shape, or form good. Okay, another taunt. I mean, the thing is, he's just going to let me take this thing out. Which is, you know, annoying, but it is what it is. It was a Volk. KO'd. Fight the volley. The problem is he has this thing called Arcanine. It's actually the best for me, I think, if he goes into Arcanine. Because I need to chip him and have him worn down. Enough that a foul play somehow, some way can take it out. Also get Rillaboom in before the terrain expires so that it gets in on the turn it expires so it doesn't reset it. So it can't Grassy Glide me. That's the Arcanine. Okay. I mean, it is going to take me out. And I unfortunately don't think it's down to the point where what's it called? I don't think a foul play sticks it out at this point. Not unless it's banded. Does it make a difference if it's banded? If it's trees banded? No, that doesn't make a difference. Damn it. I was hoping. Can I live with Flat Blitz? Not even in Veil. Not even on the Veil. And not if it's banded, you know. If it's not banded on the Veil, yes, but I don't take 2 anyways, so it doesn't really matter, and there's no reason to do anything. If I had, what's it called, first of all, losing either Komodo or the warrant was dumb because it let the string tear from a team, especially after, what's it called, Sansa's got Thunder Wave. That was pretty bad, you know? Not gonna lie, can we crit? Nope. It's not that offensive. Miss. I think losing my 2 viruses, that was very bad. Like, not gonna lie, I think that definitely, that probably cost me the game, honestly. So we do start out with an L, which is annoying, but we have 7 weeks to bounce back, so, you know, if this is anything like UBL Season 2, we will bounce back, and I wouldn't mind if this is anything like UBL Season 2, so, you know, we can always hope for that. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed with myself, but again, like, it is what it is. We'll bounce back, it'll be fine. Next week, we're gonna smack whoever we're playing. I don't remember who we're playing, but we are going to smack them. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, keep cool. Bye.